So if you guys don't know, I love playing Pokemon. Pokemon is my favorite overall franchise. My favorite activity to do in Pokemon is nuzlocking. My favorite type of Nuzlocke rule set is for the hardcore Nuzlocke. I've done several hardcore Nuzlocks on most of the main series Pokemon games, and a few on some ROM hacks, including some that were unsuccessful at the time of this recording. Hold up, I did this exact intro just a few weeks ago. If you guys don't know, I actually did a regular hardcore Nuzlocke on Pokemon Scarlet, and lost at the Elite Four, which was very depressing. And I was pretty much done with Nuzlocking this stupid game. That is, until one fateful day, when none other than Mr. Jacob Let His Onyx Die to Jinx alpharad said this.
This game is going to be terrifying to Nuzlocke. If you take it this far, because like, what's so nice about the Nuzlocke is there are like 3 routes you could take it. But if you take it all the way here in a Nuzlocke, you are insane. You got my utmost respect if you take that down.
As such, I took that challenge. However, there are a couple problems. For one, a lot of people have hardcore Nuzlocked this game, covering all 3 routes as well as the way home. Oh yeah, spoiler warning, because one of the few things that this game actually has going for it is its actually good story. Second, some people have done challenges within their hardcore Nuzlocks, such as only using new Pokemon from Paldea, Monotype, and of course, Deathless. But what if I made it harder? That's right, despite all of these videos on the internet, I haven't seen a single Nuzlocker take on Scarlet and Violet like I have, which is why I have decided to take this challenge to the extreme with the following rules. Of course, you have your standard hardcore Nuzlocke rules: no items in battle, no overleveling past the next level cap, and you must play in set mode simulation because for some reason Scarlet and Violet removed set mode. However, some more rules that I have include: you must play the game in order of level cap, which by the way, there are 21 level caps in this game if you're playing it the way I am. I can choose my encounters because Nuzlocking this game is so weird. I have a ban list of all these Pokemon on screen, no raid den encounters, no online help, so that means no trade evolutions, and of course, if a Pokemon faints once in this Nuzlocke, I have to reset. Yes, it's a deathless Nuzlocke. Hi everyone, my name is Brandon, and I will now be taking you on a video essay journey about my Pokemon Scarlet Hardcore Plus Deathless Nuzlocke. I hope you enjoy. Starting off with attempt 1, I instantly started regretting my decision on Nuzlocking this game. Oh, this is gonna be such a painful game to do a Nuzlocke on. Sprawling... We don't have to see this. I'm like that guy from Road to El Dorado playing the fucking instrument like crazy when rolling the dice or something. It's just... I also started to shit talk about this game. It's that bad. Jesus fucking Christ, I already hate this game. All I know is that I fucking hate this game. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. You wanna know what's funny? That fucking set mode is not in this game. Why? Why does this game not have set mode? What the fuck? I saw the T-posing thing for like a split second. I immediately picked the Fire Crocodile, caught a Fletchling on Poco Path, and a Yungoos in Inlet Grotto. However, when I went to catch my next encounter, a Flamigo on South Province Area 1, this happened. Okay, so, yeah, if you can't tell, this thing is kind of broken. Oh my god. I think we're dead here. Yep, we're dead. Alright, cool. That's attempt 1 of the Deathless Hardcore Nuzlocke. It's been a fun ride. But we're gonna go straight into attempt 2. Probably one of the quickest Nuzlocke losses you've ever seen. The second attempt goes as follows. I pick the Fire Starter, catch a Fletchling, and then a Yungoos, and then that stupid Flamigo in Area 1. In South Province Area 2, I caught myself in a Zuril that unfortunately had Thick Fat as its ability, which obviously sucks. And in Area 3, I catch a Pommy. However, something spooky happened when I decided to trigger this trainer fight. Just watch what happens. Oh god, you have 3 Pokemon. Okay, alright, crisis mode incoming. This is a bad matchup. Uh-oh. Crisis mode incoming. They're all level 14 as well. I might overlevel. Uh-oh. Am I gonna die here? I might actually die. I hate having a bad lead. Can you please just go for Fury Swipes and be dumb? Of course not. Okay, I can tank that. Oh wait, it gets rid of my fighting type. That's actually good. And I still have stab on double kick. Okay, no, we're actually in this. Although this is still slightly crisis mode. Next should be Mudbray, right? Or no. Should be Mischief. Yep. Stamina. Oh yeah, we're good. We are good. Dude, I told you, I get a crit at the end of it, by the way. I told you guys this thing was broken. The fight against Katie was pretty easy. Just terastallized into a flying type with Flamigo and called it a day. Simple. I caught a Phanpy in West Province Area 1, and then I mentally prepare myself to defeat the Cloth Titan. This game fucking sucks, man. Okay, now we really prepare to fight the Cloth Titan. We simply bulldoze the hell out of both Cloth as well as Arven's Shelter in Phase 2. Overall, pretty easy fight. Alright, I need to make a quick pause here. There's honestly not much information surrounding the Titans that I simply just made up the level caps depending on certain sources that I used. So if you get mad at me because the source that you find doesn't match what I used, then fuck you, it's my run. We take on Brassius with our Flamigo, which by the way, I think Flamigo proves itself here as one of the most broken early game encounters. It easily deals with Katie and Brassius, the latter of which being one of the most well-crafted gym fights as well as the first Team Star level cap. However, it is all for naught as when I take on the Bombardier Titan, this happens. Wing attack? What the fuck?! That did 36. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't have any. Please tell me. Please tell me we live. Fuck you, dude! Son of a bitch! Ugh! To be fair, I made some pretty crucial mistakes in this fight. None of my Pokemon were at the level cap, and I also simply did not bring anything that can reliably beat Bombardier, because every area that I had access to was already sealed with an encounter, and those that I didn't get an encounter were too high for the level cap, so I cucked myself from the start. Attempt 3 is pretty much the same start as Attempt 2, aside from a few differences. Instead of catching a Fletchling, I caught a Tarantula on Poco Path. The Flamigo that I caught had Terra-type fighting instead of flying. I caught a Shinx that evolves into a Luxio instead of Palmy on South Province Area 3 in hopes of getting Intimidate but had Rivalry instead. In Area 2, I caught a Starly instead of a Azurill, and we watched the previous fights and then got right back up to Bombardier to take our revenge for our previous attempt that had died to it. God damn. Ooh, that's huge! We just PB'd! We just PB'd! Motherfucker! Don't you hate it when you shit your pants? I'm actually completely okay with it. You wanna know why? Pants stay brown! Because we don't fucking wipe! Yeah! Let's go! PP, motherfucker! In East Province Area 1, I catch myself a Paldean Tauros, who does sport the ability Intimidate. Having a backup fighting type for the next level cap was extremely important, and even though I ended up not using it, I still believe that it helps a lot. In East Province Area 2, I caught Magikarp and evolved into Gyarados, the most consistent Pokemon in Nuzlocke in history. Up next is our first run-in with Team Star. who all have a Starmobile that shares the type of the specific team leader. In this case, the Dark Star leader sports a Poniard and the Sagan Starmobile. But Flamigo takes care of both of them easily. Simple as that. Now, look at this team. This team looks pretty dogshit for the Ayano fight. You might be asking, why the hell are you taking a Gyarados in against Ayano, who uses electric types? The answer was that I can use it as a pivot. You see, Ayano's last Pokemon is Mismagius, and it sports Charge Beam, Hex, and Confuse Ray. Only 3 moves. We can abuse the fact that Mismagius has a limited move pool by doing the most boring strategy of Nuzlocking mankind. What the hell kind of sentence was that? We can abuse the fact that Mismagius has a limited move pool by doing the most boring strategy, PP stalling. Let's look at how it went. After KOing the Wattrell, Luxio, and Bellibolt, Mismagius comes out. We can swap between Gumshoes and Phanpy to switch into the attack that the AI wants to use. Gumshoes into Hex, Phanpy into Charge Beam, and we can always swap immediately if Mismagius chooses Confuse Ray. And to make sure that we are safe against any mishaps, we also have Protect on both Phanpy and Gumshoes. Once the Mismagius ran out of moves, it struggled to death. I didn't even use Gyarados once. In South Province Area 3, I caught a Dreadnought, and in East Paldean Sea, I caught a Mareanie. And in South Province Area 5, I caught a Marill, which did have huge power. I think I can actually exchange my LP for do I not have access to it now? I guess not. What the fuck is happening? What is this? Now I can't see shit! This game sucks, dude. I've never seen so many bugs in, like, recent Pokemon games. Like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl had, like, bugs, but, like, at least those are patched out. Dude, I am on the current version of Scarlet and Violet, and there's fundamental stuff missing. How? How does this happen? All of these would prove useful alongside the remainder of water types for the next level cap. And even then, I still make one mistake against the Firestar leader. I'm leading with Gyarados. Damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. That's not what I wanted to lead with. This doesn't cost me in the long run, but it is definitely something worth noting if you want to have a smooth fight against her. Speaking of which was still a total cakewalk. Another total cakewalk was Orthworm, the Steel Titan, and arguably the easiest Titan fight in the game. Gyarados just crushed it with impunity. Kofu is also yet another relatively easy fight. Luxray set up with Trailblaze to outspeed and KO both Veluza and Wugtrio. And as for Crabominable, we simply just Volt switched out and swapped into Gyarados, and oh my god, the fight's already over. In Tag Tree Thicket, I catch myself a Barboach that evolves into Whiscash. Soon after, in Asado Desert, I catch myself a Bronzor that later evolves into Bronzong, arguably one of the best encounters in the game. Even if it did have heat proof, I still had an idea on how to take on the Poison Star leader. Who is our next fight? Let's check it out. Alright. So, the Dawn fan is leading because we specifically want to take down this thing immediately. And depending on what Atticus swaps into next, we're gonna like take advantage of that switch. So it's gonna be instant stopping Tantrum. That's fine. We have the Pecha Berry exactly for that Toxic. I can only see you swapping into Revavroom. Yep, Revavroom's coming out. We're just gonna stay in. Iron Head. Don't flinch. Nice. This should kill. Perfect. Now comes out Muck. And this is why we have Bronzong here. We're gonna swap into this. You're gonna notice that we're holding the air balloon because for some reason Muck's only 2 moves are Sludge Wave and Mud Slap, meaning this thing cannot hit Bronzong at all. This has Steel. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, it's raining too. That's actually huge because that means, dude, wait, hold up. I just realized something. Bronzong is literally a hard counter to the next Pokemon coming up. So we're gonna extra sensory here, right? That's a 2-hit KO. We specifically put the air balloon on Bronzong to avoid Mud Slap specifically. Of course, if we had Levitate, then this hard counters Muck. But honestly, the fact that we have Heat Proof right now literally counters this particular Starmobile. Here it comes. So we're gonna extra sensory here. You're gonna notice it goes for Flame Charge. It does nothing, 1, because of Heat Proof, but 2, it's raining right now. I didn't plan for that. So, this is really good. Also, the fact that it's raining is causing so many frames to disappear. So, we're actually fine here. We're gonna keep extra sensoring and extra sensorying the Starmobile. That should be it. Let's fucking go, dude. We're goated at this game. In West Province Area 2, I try and catch a Rotom, but am instead boozled by a Ditto pretending to be a Rotom. Ooh, actually, Rotom, which happens to be right in front of us, would be a nice encounter! I take it back, it's a Ditto. However, remember this rule? I can choose what I want to have as my encounter. Listen, this game is fucking nuts. My run, my rules. I don't care about your opinion. Now, I actually did catch a Rotom in this area, and in the next area, being Area 3, I caught a Fungus. On to Larry. He was actually a decently hard fight. I actually got lucky with the first hit of Double Kick critting the Komala. As for the Dunsparce, I misunderstood how Glare operates and equipped the Cherry Berry onto Rotom, but I realized that I never had to do that in the first place. So it's gonna use Glare. Oh, it doesn't affect me! Okay, that's good to know actually. Okay, so who do I have for... Okay, it's gonna be Bronzong. Alright, the Dunsparce is down. Staraptor is arguably Larry's scariest Pokemon, and it was really spooky to beat because Facade did a lot of damage even with Bronzong out on the field. You may have noticed that I never talked about Nemona up until now, because, well, other than the second fight, she is not that much of a threat. But that changes here. Meowscarada in particular is a scary threat with Terra-type boosted Flower Tricks being sprouted everywhere. It can easily KO any of my Pokemon, assuming I make really bad switches, which I'm not going to do. And, well, just look at the fight for yourself. Growl Donphan is some Gen 2 stuff, I guess. Alright. Oh, are you serious? It started raining just as I was... Oh my god, that's fucking huge. It started raining as I was... right before I was about to send out Skeledirge. That's so unlucky. Oh no, that's really bad. Okay, I have to go into Bronzong here. Flower Trick. Oh, this is spooky. Okay, so that's the damage I take. I'm gonna Gyro Ball here. So it's always gonna do that amount of damage because Flower Trick always crits. For some reason, that's probably the best move that thing could ever use. It's faster than me. Are you fucking kidding me? I wish I taught Protect. Okay, that did less than I thought that would. So I can actually stay in one more time for another Gyro Ball. Oh, that's huge. Gyro Ball again. Come on! Yes! Let's fucking go! Fuck you! Fuck you, Masquerada! I did not say that Pokemon's name right. And it stops raining as I KO the fucking Pokemon. This game sucks so fucking much. At Glacido Mountain, or as I just thought about calling it now, Glaciado Mountain, I caught a Sneasel, which would later prove to be extremely useful as a Weavile. On the contrary of being useful, I caught a Hatena, which would later evolve into a Hatterene, and I never ever used it, which is a shame, since I do think that this mod is really cool and thought I could have used it on the fight that I consider the hardest fight in the game, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we are at Rhyme, and her double battle was arguably the most entertaining battle in the game, as this briefly reawakened my VGC spirit to pull off none other than Amoonguss redirection. So, you may be realizing here that both of these Pokemon actually don't have much to hurt both of my Pokemon right now. So what we're gonna do is we're going to beat up Banette and Giga Drain Mimikyu to remove its disguise. So what's the Mimikyu gonna go for? That's perfectly fine. This has Play Rough. So, just in case, I don't typically like do calcs and stuff unless I'm in a really sticky situation. But considering I have buffs now, I think Beat Up will kill. This'll kill. Oh, that's a crit. That's not a crit? Wow, I'm surprised. Tell you what. I'm gonna Giga Drain. I'm gonna Giga Drain the Mimikyu. And I'm gonna beat up that Toxtricity. I almost said Toxapex. That is not a Toxapex, dude. Beat up. Oh, that's killing. 100% killing. GG. That's a crit. Okay. That's a lot of damage. How much does this recover? Wow. Not even that much. This thing's speed was just raised by the crowd, but that doesn't matter because we have Ice Shard. So. Good job, Rhyme. You did just wonderful. You did amazing. Up next is the Great Tusk fight, which on paper seems very tough because of it being a Paradox Pokemon. But again, Gyarados wipes the floor with it, even when it was under-leveled. In South Province Area 6, I catch myself a Klefki, and in the West Paldean Sea, I catch myself a top 5 Pokemon for the Elite Four, Shelder. On the other hand, the South Paldean Sea has me catch a Quillfish, a relatively handy Pokemon for one of the upcoming Team Star bases. Hi Nimona, fancy seeing you here. I have an Amoonguss that will tank your Meowscarada that has Terra-type boosted Flower Tricks all day with a combination of Synthesis and Clear Smog. Ugh. That segment took 7 attempts to record, by the way. Tulip was washed by Weavile, who wiped every Whittlemon with Terra-type boosted Beat-Up whipped up by Honeclaws. Last up was the bisexually arousing Grusha, who packs a party of ice types. Oh my god, look at the Citadel, he's so adorable and stupid looking. But yeah, Grusha has ice types, and in case you forgot, I picked the fire starter, and I utterly wiped the floor with him. North Province Area 1 grants me a Hawlucha. Area 3 grants me an Espeon, which I had to wait until it was daytime to catch, which took me like 20 minutes! And then we took on the Fairy Star Leader. Here's how that fight went out. Let's do this. So, we're leading with Quillfish. That way we can set up Toxic Spikes early. This also resists all of the stab options. The only thing that this thing can go for offensively is Bounce. Yep, as seen right here. But to deal with the possibility that we might get paralyzed, we have Protect. Now we're going to be setting up Minimize. That way we can cheese through this fight. Exactly how I did in my first Scarlet playthrough. Nice, nice. It's going out perfectly. Two-hit KO. Not bad. Oh, you do land it. Oh my god, that did damage. Okay, thank god we have the Thank God we have the Black Sledge to heal us. Okay, we're gonna poison jab now. Okay, I actually think I'm dead to crunch crit. I'm gonna protect just to see what you're gonna go for. Do you even go for it? Okay, alright. So he might actually see a crit kill. So that means I'm gonna swap. As much as I don't want to give up these minimize boosts. Okay, are you in range to die from flash cannon? You might be. We can go for it. Doesn't matter because I'm a special attacker here. Nice. Okay, here comes the Revivroom. Okay, so he's not poisoned. I'm actually gonna see what he goes for. There's nothing that he can hit. Okay, into Toxapex we go. I'm just gonna, because he's gonna go for either Steel Roller or Spin Out. Whichever one does more. And I think it's gonna be Steel Roller? Yeah. He cleared his own mist. Oh, you idiot. Okay, we keep poison jabbing. We're gonna take it down slowly. Nice. Snap out of confusion. Yep, he's done. He's done if I don't hit myself. What? Wait, that just flat out confuses me? I didn't know that. Okay, we're good. Yep, we're done. Woohoo! In Area 2 of the North Province, I caught a Heracross, a high-quality encounter. Espeon and Heracross, along with our trusty partners in Staraptor, Rotom, Azumarill, and Gyarados, helped us prepare for arguably the hardest fight in the game. The Fighting Star leader, Aerie. Yeah, I said her name. She's that terrifying. I grinded for hours and came up with a strategy on how to beat her, and it's going to involve an item that not many people typically use in their Nuzlocks. Say hello to the eject button. This item allows you to switch into any Pokemon when the user gets hit. You can let a very bulky Pokemon hold the eject button in the off chance that you are not confident that the Pokemon that you want to switch into will be able to do so without taking a crucial amount of damage. Now, did this actually matter? Let's find out. Alright, Toxicroak is leading here. The only way that I saw myself beating this Toxicroak without expending anything else is Psychicking. Now this thing has Sucker Punch, which is a little spooky, but that's also why we have the Colbur Berry. It didn't use Sucker Punch. That's amazing. Sending in Lucario. Not what I had in mind. This is going to be Dark Pulse. So we're going to go right into Heracross, our Assault-Vested Heracross, to take on this Lucario, because all this has is special moves. It doesn't have any Steel-type moves whatsoever. Dragon Pulse, on the other hand? Interesting. Okay, we're going to Brick Break. This thing cannot kill us. Cool. Next up should be Annihilate. This is really spooky because I actually don't know what move this is gonna go for. I'm just gonna trust my gut and say it's gonna go for Fire Punch. So we're gonna pivot. We're gonna go into Gyarados to lower this thing's attack. Yeah, Fire Punch. The only move that is at least neutral against Gyarados is Rage Fist. So that's why we have Staraptor with Brave Bird. Because we can swap in, we can pivot into the Rage Fist that we're baiting out, and just immediately kill this. It went for close combat? Okay, not what I expected. We Brave Bird here, but then we have to switch out against Passimian. Because that means we're actually going to be in range to die from our own Brave Bird, and we obviously cannot die in this Nuzlocke. Yeah, exactly. This also means, though, that this is random between close combat or Rock Tomb, because he sees both of them killing. I'm gonna trust my gut and say he's gonna go for close combat. Okay. I do want to see what he goes for, so I'm gonna protect here. Okay. That's completely fine. We're gonna waterfall here. Okay. Rock Tomb. Oh, I think we're dead to crit. He's -1. But if I get crit, I should not be dead. I should not be dead. If this calculator is correct, then I am not dead to crit. That's good. Although I did low-key want him to crit me. So now we're gonna swap into Azumarill shift gear. Okay. Okay. We're gonna click play rough. Spin out. This should not kill me. Okay. Now your speed harshly fell. But we have the eject button so we can get a clean switch in to Rotom. And now, assuming this strategy works, you're gonna be wondering, oh, what is Rotom gonna be doing in this fight? Well, we equipped it with a Choice Scarf as well as Trick. So now, this Starmobile is locked into using one move, and it is Combat Torque. So you know what this means? We can Terrastalize into a Ghost type and spam Air Slash. Now you might be wondering, oh, but Brandon, how is Rotom Terra Ghost? Well, when we caught the Rotom, it was Electric Ghost. It randomly chose Ghost as the type. So now we have Rotom Fan dealing with this Starmobile, and now it is locked. It's not locked into it? Why? Alright, well, okay, sure, why not? Okay, well, this thing lowered its speed. I did not think that this thing would... What? Whoops, okay, wow. This entire time, the Starmobiles have the ability to bypass the effects of the choice items. Why they can do this? Beyond me. I haven't seen anybody document this online. But maybe it's because they're special Pokemon. I might have just found something that nobody else has ever seen in their lives. These games fucking suck, man. Yes! Let's fucking go! Fuck you and your cheating ass Starmobile, like bypassing the Choice Scarf. What the hell? I knew there was something fishy about that. God damn it. Alright, well, add that to your Bulbapedia page. We beat the hardest fight in the game! Not losing a single Pokemon! Let's fucking go! At the Lake of Lag and Frame Drops, I caught a Slowpoke that would later evolve into Slowbro, but it ultimately wasn't used here. Or at all. Cause we had to prepare for the final Titan of the game, and it is the False Dragon Titan duo, Dundozo and Tatsugiri, and you already know, they're the final Titan of the game. So naturally, they were pretty damn easy to beat. Thank you, Gyarados and Azumarill. Now, the Elite Four. I'm gonna be honest, I was really tired at this point, so I essentially breezed through everything. I used a mix of Pokemon against Rika, Skeledirge against Poppy, and Cloyster against Larry and Hazel. If you even... How did you pronounce that name? Hazel? Hazel? What? Against the top champion, Gita, I swept with Skeledirge. Flame Charge just lets you do things, I guess. By the way, why is Gita's team so pure and utter dog shit? There were some leftover fights, such as against Clavel, Penny, Arven, and Nimona, but I'm gonna play a little montage for you. 2 more things before we go on to the final fight of this godforsaken game. 1, there were multiple locations where I could have caught myself an encounter, but I was just really defeated from grinding so much that I just went in without any expectation of me losing because I was that confident. The second thing I will say is that this is your final spoiler warning. Are we good on that? Good. Now with that spoiler warning out of the way... Dude, this game looks like fucking ass, man. Dude, the graphics of this game, it's just not standard for a Nintendo Switch game. There are so many fucking bugs in this game. How do people expect to have this as a good game? The last fight was upon us down in the depths of Area 0. None other than AI Sada. Now, I'm gonna let the fight play relatively unedited. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for taking time out of your life to watch this stupid Nuzlocke video. It really does mean a lot. I hope you enjoy what Skeledirge has left for you. Oh yeah, and Azumarill. Wait, fuck, no! I hope you enjoy what Skeledirge and Azumarill have left to present to you. Alright! So, we have specifically led with our starter to set up Flame Charge and then Throat Spray as well as Torch Song. This allows us to outspeed every Pokemon except for one. We can beat every single Pokemon except for one. So we're gonna Flame Charge here immediately. Also, the original theme was made by Toby Fox. Whoa! That did more damage than I expected. That was a crit. Okay. Alright. Zen Headbutt. This should not do anything. Cool. We're good. Okay. According to the AI, the next Pokemon that appears should either be Sandy Shocks or Brute Bonnet, and I think it's gonna be Sandy Shocks. We have the Throat Spray to boost our special attack one more time, so we're at +1 speed, +2 special attack. It is Brute Bonnet. It's Earth Power. Okay, it looked at Earth Power. That's the strongest move it has. We're at +3. Sandy Shocks is coming out now. Look at this Magneton, dude. Okay. Now we're gonna Earth Power. Now we have Flutter Mane. We're gonna Shadow Ball this thing. Shadow Ball. Take down that Flutter Mane. Screamtail. Give me Screamtail. Yes! Dude, I just need a little more. I just need a little more. Give me some time. Give me some time. Shadow Ball again. Alright. Now next should be Roaring Moon. This thing will either go for Stone Edge or Earthquake. The Mega Salamence number 2. So we have to swap here. We're gonna go into Slowbro, because this thing will only go for either Stone Edge or Earthquake. Yep. But since we have the eject button, we have a clean swap into none other than big, hulking, tanky Azumarill. Hit this play rough, please. Yes! Let's go! Fuck this game! I don't know if it's apparent yet, but good fucking lord, I hate this game. I'm so glad I never have to play this ever again. Want to talk about why you hate it? This game fucking sucks. It's bug-ridden, it looks terrible, and it's just not polished at all. And the fact that there's DLC coming soon is just... I hate DLC, like, in Nintendo games. This entire Nuzlocke attempt took almost 30 hours to complete. And that's not counting the grinding that I had to do off stream. This truly was an experience that I will never forget because holy goodness, I did not like this game. Thank God that I will never ever have to play this game ever again. Please just let me play some 2D games again. Or better yet, you can also play my own ROM hack called Pokemon X Kaizo. It is a ROM hack that I put together relatively quickly by most ROM hacking time standards, and I've actually been really enjoying it. I don't know really what else to say. I'm tooting my own horn, I understand that, but it's still surprisingly fun to play. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Nuzlocke video essays, hit that like button down below for me. Give me a thumbs up. I don't really care, but if you do, subscribe, because it really helps out my channel. And just as a reminder, my brain cells went to work on this Nuzlocke because fucking alpharad only said a couple sentences that would supposedly get his respect if I got this done. Thanks, Jacob.